Justin Bieber just donated his DNA to fans.
You'll never believe what Harry Styles just said about One Direction.
And Tom talks Taylor Swift.
It's going down right now in today's rundown. Guys, Kendall is living out one of my biggest dreams. She is taking selfies with a sloth.
And someone else who's living out my biggest dreams might get arrested for it. I mean, I kind of lied about that, but I would be curious to know how Kim Kardashian's butt feels. And there is one person today who might be able to tell us exactly how it feels besides Kanye West. It's that guy, Vitalii, who also attacked Gigi Hadid, I think just last week, where she elbowed him in the face.
He strikes again?
He strikes again, he's back, and this time he's coming for Kim Kardashian's butt, and a lot of people in the world can't blame him. So Kim was walking through the streets of Paris on Wednesday. There were tons of paparazzi there. I mean, look at how many people are in this shot, so many people. And then this prankster Vitalii guy, he kind of slips through. I mean, he has like a really fast little walk that he does. He slips through, he gets his face right there at Kim's butt, and right before he makes contact, her security guard pounces on him like a wild beast in the jungle. I don't know or not whether he actually made contact with the bum, but one thing is for sure, he got taken down. So that was crazy. How is that guy not in prison from doing the same kind of thing to Gigi Hadid?
I know, I'm surprised that they haven't even put up, pictures with his face, like don't let this guy around any kind of celebrity. The fact that he did two things already,
I know, in like
crazy.
A week. I know, it's pretty crazy,
Yeah.
but Kim Kardashian luckily was okay with this. She actually tweeted out, "My security is a G," and that is for sure. That guy was reacting like someone in the military. Like, he is so trained to take down people like this. Good for Kim Kardashian for having the bank account to afford that kind of protection. But yeah, this guy, I mean,
But you can't really blame him though. I mean, like you said, it's Kim Kardashian's butt.
I'm
like,
curious.
Everybody in the world would want to try to do that.
I'm so curious about it. Vitalii, let us know how it felt.
Yeah. Okay, thanks to Allure, we get to see a video diary of Kendall Jenner trying 9 new things, and one of those things is taking a selfie with a sloth. Yes, my biggest dream ever.
You filled up your life.
No, I know. It's crazy.
I filled up my summer with boys. The summer that
You're getting greedy, buddy.
She ate dragon fruit, but spoiler alert, she hated it. She also walked in stilettos while balancing books on her head. And then she also attempted doing a facial flex. It's a natural facelift device, and it really horrified her. She did not like that.
She doesn't need it.
She doesn't need it.
Why is that one of her 9 things?
Why not? Gotta try something new. And not only that, she also plays a minuet. I'm not quite sure what that is, but let's check it out.
Maestro.
And she does a whole lot more, but I'm really impressed, and it was a fun way to see her just try something new. I was
Yeah.
impressed with her basketball skills when she did that slam dunk.
Yeah.
Did you check that out?
Yeah, she's really talented, this girl. I think she gets a lot of slack for being a Kardashian Jenner, but she really works hard, this girl. Tom Hiddleston, who I accidentally called Hiddle Swift this afternoon.
No,
yeah,
Erin,
totally. It slipped out of my
no.
mouth. I don't know if I will ever know him as Tom Hiddleston anymore.
No.
It's like, it's changed forever for me. Anyway, he is on the cover of Interview magazine. And in the magazine, he is interviewed by his friend and other star, Benedict Cumberbatch. And things may or may not have been talked about, including his personal life. They did talk about other topics like Tom's anticipated reprised Loki role, his daily routine, and his biggest fears. But one thing they did not talk about was his personal life. Benedict said, quote, "There's another weight of us being in the public eye, which is the presumption that because your work and your promotion work is very public, your private life should be too." And without getting into a huge debate, I just want to say, I'm not going to ask questions about my friends' personal life just because there are unsolicited photographs of him and a certain someone in a relationship or together. I'm not going to get into that, so that door is closed, dear reader. So we won't get the final word on what Tom thinks about his breakup with Taylor Swift. I really am curious to hear his side of the story versus the story we hear from these sources. But one thing is for sure, Taylor Swift is moving on. She is really enjoying her new single life. She was investing her time over the past week with her OG squad post-breakup. She was seen actually last night enjoying a casual dinner with some good friends, Cara Delevingne, Lorde, who we haven't seen a lot of lately, and Jack Antonoff. And last weekend, she was celebrating Liberty Ross's birthday. And I just think these two are gonna move on. I feel like this was a flash in the pan summer love situation. A little part of me still thinks it's a PR stunt, like it wasn't even real to begin with. But they're both gonna be great. They're gonna do well without this whole relationship.
Okay, so every Directioner out there has been bombarded with questions wondering if One Direction will ever get back together. But in an interview with Harry Styles, he's actually talking about them possibly reuniting. In Harry's interview with Another Man magazine, the singer was asked if the band would ever reunite, and for die-hard Directioners, his answer could be seen as a little disappointing, actually. Harry answered the reunion question saying, "I don't know. When we started, people always asked, where do you think you'll be in 5 years? It's a difficult question to answer. I would never say we'll never do anything again, but it's good for us to be exploring different things." So that doesn't really answer the question whether or not they're gonna reunite, but what he did say, he would absolutely do it if it happened more naturally. So he said, maybe at some point everyone will want to do something again, but it's better if it happens naturally, like, hey, we are all really wanting to do this again. If that were to happen, it would be amazing. I would never rule that out. Did you guys hear that? He said he would never rule it out. So
that tells me there aren't plans to reunite.
But he would never rule it out. So that means there's always still a possibility.
Listen, I told you guys, go look at DHR from months and months ago when they first broke up and taking a hiatus. I told you they're not getting back together, not like it was before. Yeah. I mean, but you can hold out hope that when you're in maybe your 30s,
like the Backstreet Boys,
they'll come do a Vegas residency like the Backstreet Boys, and it'll make you very happy. I don't think this is gonna happen. I hope that Directioners are doing well and they're okay with this. It's a big pill to swallow, guys, but this doesn't sound promising to me. Well, Justin Bieber is sharing his DNA with all of his Beliebers, or at least the ones sitting in the front row. Let me explain. So the boy was performing his Purpose tour in concert in Finland, and Justin had a little bit of a sneeze on stage, and some Beliebers in the front row got a little rain shower.
Oh.
You cannot help when you have to sneeze. Sometimes that just happens. Justin Bieber kind of picked himself up from the snot and he put his little earpiece back in and he kept performing, but those snot boogers were thick and mucousy. Like, he needs to cut out the dairy or something.
But my question is, he didn't even wipe his nose afterwards. He just kept continuing on. I mean, he is an artist, keep the show going, but
he didn't need to. Did you see the projection of that stuff out of his face? They left no remnants behind. It was just one straight bullet of snot that probably landed in my mind right between the eyes of a Belieber who was very excited about it. I hope for his sake cloning is not an actual thing that exists in the world, because I would imagine whoever that girl is took that home and tried to clone a Justin Bieber from it.
Put it in a little jar and sealed it up and kept it and puts it by her bed every night.
That's even darker. Like, I like the cloning aspect better because at least you get more from it, you know?
True.
Here's the thing. If you have to sneeze, folks, this is a PSA. This is to Justin Bieber. This is to all of you folks. Just cover your mouth with your arm or your shirt or your hand. Don't let it blow out for the world to experience the insides of your head.
Good advice, Erin.
I'm a teacher. I want to know, guys, what was your most embarrassing moment of your entire life? Because I'm pretty sure that was pretty embarrassing for Justin.
Very embarrassing. And I also want to know, if you could choose one thing that you've never done before, would it be something that Kendall did or something completely different?
Oh, that's a good question. Let us know, guys. That's the dirt. That's the show. And we will be back here tomorrow. Katy Perry just got arrested for voting naked in that box on the left.
And on the right, Justin Bieber just got attacked?